Hello everybody, a very good morning to you all and welcome back to another live stream here at Taurex and at Moss. My name is Connor Woods, I am the Trading Education Manager here and here with another live stream for you, which hopefully means today could be the day where I actually finally managed to get a decent trade on. Not that I've had bad trades, I just haven't traded too much really over the last couple of weeks. It's been I'm in sort of caught in two minds a little bit when it comes to the US dollar, so I want to look into that into a little bit more detail today. I did have a trade that we placed live on the stream, but I closed that at break even. I'm going to explain that on the stream as well as go through all of the requests from you guys in the chat. Any markets that anyone wants me to cover, I can see a few popping up already. Any requests anyone wants me to cover, please feel free to drop those requests on the live chat, and I'll make sure I go through all of them. A lot of the stream, of course, is dependent on what you guys want to see, of course, as well as seeing how I trade. And, of course, another giveaway today, and 20k worth of Atmos funded challenges and 2 lots of 50% deposit bonuses into Taurex up for grabs today. All you have to do is comment win on the chat. That will put you into a live draw, as you can see, completely random live draw. Already got 42 entries. You only need to comment win once. I know people like to spam the chat with wins, but it won't make a difference, guys. You know, if you comment win once or 100 times, it's not going to make you more likely to win. It's not how it works. The only way you do have a better chance of winning is if you subscribe to the YouTube channel. I've got a setting on. If any subscribers to the YouTube channel get double the chance to win, yeah. So bear that one in mind in the future. So the way it works. You comment win, you get put into the live draw, and then at the end of the stream or towards the end of the stream, I will basically do a live draw for the winner. If you've won, if you come from X, on my tweet on X at the beginning of the week, I know a lot of you have come from there, make sure you follow the rules and send me, please, your X handle on the live chat when you're announced as the winner. If you come from Discord, I know people will come from Discord as well, then you can send me your Discord username and I'll get in contact with you on how you can claim that prize. It's probably just easier if you're all in the Discord channel. Links in the description, but that's up to you. Let me just take some time now just to say hello to the people that have decided to join. I really appreciate the people joining today. Who have we got? It's actually easy if I check my phone, isn't it? So we've got Brett on the stream. Taron, hello to you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Zarabi Phoenix, let's hope to win. Yes, good luck to those who are in the draw for the giveaways. Zareb, hello to you. Nikhil, good to see you as well. Hope you're doing well. Abed Rashid, good to see you. Top G, we've got Smarty. I'm going to call you. Is it all right if I call you? I know it's Smarty XAN, but I'm going to call you Smarty from now on. US 100, hello to you. We've got the NASDAQ in the room. Fantastic. Top G Sumi, hello to you as well. Good to see you. We're back again with Connor Woods to hear something new as usual. Yes, indeed, Abed. Joshua, hello to you. Taron, Haji, we've got the Cloud Kitchen. And Nikhil has got some pairs on his list. US 30, NASDAQ, and Eurodollar. All markets that I'll look at today as well. Daniel, good morning to you. VR Gopi, hello to you as well. Good to see you. We've got gold in the room. XAU USD. We've got gold and the NASDAQ in the room. We've got royalty on the stream today. Jaswan, hello to you. Good to see you. Curtin, as always, good to see you, my friend. Rakes, Avatar, Darson, loads of people. Sorry if I've missed you out. Products Review, Naruto, Defender, The Dealers, Joshua, Alex, Rory William, hello to you. Andrew, 1232, good to see you as well. Sarev Thakur, hello. Deepak, Tom, Mimi, loads of people. It's hard to keep up with the chat. It's really good. Adolphus, hello to you. Pop Russell, Zuka, Smarty Wood, Gold, Break 3360 and Fly to the Moon. We'll take a look at gold again, see if anything's changed. Who else have we got on the stream? That's about it. My sell limit's hit on Eurodollar. Oh, well, I'll be in then. Let's see. Daniel, is it worth getting into Eurodollar or cable or wait for a pullback if even there is one? Well, we'll take a look at all of that as well. It's no problem. I'm going to look at gold. I'm going to look at Eurodollar. I'm going to look at the, what's it called? NASDAQ. So I'm going to look at all of that. No problem. Piyush, hello to you. Good to see you. Easton, hello to you on the stream as well. Deepak, good to see you as well. Hope everyone is doing well. I would appreciate if anyone could keep the likes, keep up the comments on the chat section, and also share this stream out with your friends if anyone's looking for any analysis or trade ideas. Then I'm the man to go to. Right. Okay, so let's start with the most pressing matter, which was basically US inflation yesterday. I know it's yesterday's news, but it's important for what I'm going to talk about with my analysis going forward. US inflation in July was pretty stable, as you can see from the article on the screen in front of you, amid growing tariff pressures. I don't know about that, but when you actually look at the figures that come out, if I go back to yesterday, US inflation came in at 2.7%, slightly weaker than the forecast on year on year, but the same as before. Slight fall in obviously the month on month. The core CPI though, the core CPI, which is like your entrenched inflation, that remained, well, actually ticked slightly higher. Okay, so overall, I wouldn't say it was a massively softening US inflation report, but the markets took it as confirmation of an interest rate cut in September, the next meeting. How do I know that? Well, you can see the probabilities now. When I was on the stream on Monday, this was something at 88%, I think it was. Now we're at 94%. So slightly, obviously, 88 to 94. Not that much difference. I think we're going to get a cut anyway. I think regardless of what really we saw yesterday, we were going to get a cut. So I'm not really surprised by that move. The thing I was surprised about is I know there was some dollar weakness off the back of the report. It didn't really crash, which means that the markets have pretty much priced in, fully priced in an interest rate cut in September. So that when you think about that, that means we're basically max pricing in dollar weakness in the short term, which is what puts me off selling the dollar. Now, the one thing that I do find interesting is not necessarily for this meeting, but the meetings going forward, October. So if you think about where the interest rate is now, for those of you who've never seen this before, right, just down here, this area here, 425 to 450, that means 4.25% to 4.5%. That's what that means, right? If you look to October, we're actually expecting another cut in October, right? 61% chance of another cut. And then when you go to December, there's a 50% chance of another cut. So the market is starting to price in 3 interest rate cuts by the end of the year. There's 3 more meetings of the Fed. The markets are expecting at least 75 basis points worth of interest rate cuts towards the end of the year. I don't know about you, but it doesn't sound... It sounds a bit high. Like, it sounds like they're pricing in too much. I might be wrong, of course, and there's a lot of data to come out until then. But as it stands right now, can you see Powell, who's been super worried about inflation? He's the one in charge. I know there's been a lot of pressure on Powell when it comes to cutting rates and stuff, and I think he will cut rates. But at the end of the day, can they fire him? Probably not. He's here maybe until May of next year, I think it is, or March of it next year, whenever the next Fed president chairman's going to be announced. And all the time he's there, he's going to want to stick to his own policy. So it's going to depend on how much bottle Powell's got, really. Because if he sticks to his guns, I don't think there's going to be 3 interest rate cuts this year, which means that the dollar could see some support. When you look at it from a technical perspective, so let me just read the chat, see if anyone's commented on that. What's the trend for gold this week? I see you, boss. You are looking good. Thank you. No upcoming high news today, right? Just market reaction to CPI. That's correct. Upcoming news, yeah, we'll talk about that as well. Upcoming news for today, guys. It's not anything you really need to worry about too much. Pretty much nothing. So it's going to maybe be, as you said, a reaction to CPI yesterday. We do have President Trump speaking. We do have President Trump speaking today, for me at 7:15 in the evening. That'll be interesting. See what he says about Mr. Powell, if anything. Where's he due to speak? I believe it's in Washington, yeah. Due to speak at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. So we'll see if he has any thoughts about inflation from yesterday. Is this month's major Forex Master? I have one question. Yeah, of course. I always go through the questions. Let me know what your questions are. Please, let me know. No war, no party for gold. Maybe. What strategy do I use? It's a good question. Let me just go away from the charts and talk to a tiny bit about that. So mainly, I trade in like 4 different ways, right? So my main way that I trade is using smart money concepts, right? Typically like a checklist of smart money concepts. If they all tick, then I place the trade. I'm also obviously an economist as well. I've got a degree in economics, so I use a lot of fundamental analysis in what I do to give me my bias. Excuse me. And that will be like my manual trading, what you see on the streams at the moment. But also, on top of that, I've been working with a coder to come up with some more mechanical based strategies, which will have EA bots attached to it. So I've already got one bot, EA, which is going to be the strategies for these bots. I'm going to be releasing in my course that I'm recording at the moment, and will be available to some of the premium members, well, not to some of them, to the premium members of my mentorship scheme. Some of the exclusive members as well will be able to get access to the EA bots. So you'll be able to sign up to the bot, and it will trade for you these strategies. They've got 6 years worth of back-tested results. Really, really good. Obviously, that doesn't guarantee future performance, but I've been working over the past year with one of the best coders that I've ever seen. I wouldn't be able to do this without him. I wouldn't be able to code the bots without him for sure. And they're looking really, really nice. And we've already made one bot. We've been using it over the past few months. It's done pretty well. One of the months was down, but the other months were quite decent. And the other 2 bots are currently in construction at the moment. So yeah. Is this month's major news over? No, I wouldn't say so. To be fair, I don't know what else really we've got this month. You might be right, to be fair. I know we've got PPI tomorrow, but yeah, mainly, yeah, pretty much, yeah. In terms of like major planned economic events, there's not too much really to say. More questions coming through, fantastic. Let me just go through those questions. What about the new BLS guy saying this? Until the job number are corrected, the BLS should suspend issuing the monthly jobs, but keep publishing the more accurate, though less timely. Yeah, Daniel, you're right. I saw an article saying that one of the Fed members said yesterday that if Powell would have had accurate economic data, then he would have already cut by now, and was also almost calling for a 50 basis point rate cut. So there is a lot of dovishness out there, to be fair. So I am going a little bit counter trend when I say maybe there's some dollar strength, but let me just go through the charts and when it's time, and I'll show you what I mean. Do you use funded or live accounts? I use both. I use both funded and live. So what I say to people is, you know, in order to make money from trading, you do need to have capital, yeah, because at the end of the day, flipping $100 into $100,000 is completely unrealistic and impossible, pretty much, right? Unless you flip it a little bit and you'll end up losing it all. The way you do that just isn't sustainable. So I always say to people, if you haven't got the required capital to set up a live account, 5, 10K or something plus, then start a prop challenge. Become good at prop trading, use the payouts from your prop to fund your live account, and that's pretty much what I do. So when I trade in front of you live on my Taurex live account, I'm basically using using live funds, and then I also trade on prop on the side as well. Just reading some more questions. It seems consolidation coming to an end. Yeah, I'm looking at my MT5 now. I can see that I've actually been tagged in to euro dollar. Ignore this trade here. I'm basically testing out. We've got some copy trading software, which basically allows you to hook your account up to some vetted professional traders on via our app. If anyone wants any more information on that, please drop me a message and I can show you what that is all about. But yeah, I can see I've been tagged into Eurodollar, so I do want to get onto that soon. What kind of software are you using in AI and development? That's probably a question for my developer, to be honest, because I'm not quite sure. We do code the strategies on TradingView. That's where we've got all the back-tested results, and then we make MT5 bots as a result of that. Gold for scalp, euro pound. I want to go long gold. Okay, cool. We've got we got through all the questions, I think. All right then. So let's first of all talk about the chart in front of you. A new trade idea that I wanted to share with you guys is I do still like the idea of potentially going long on oil down at this fair value gap at around 61.5. So you can see this dotted line here. I've set myself an alert at that level. So let's see if that comes through. I know it's quite a little bit far away. We're at 63 at the moment. So I'm just going to set an alert there, and I'm going to analyze the reaction when we get down to that area. So that's potentially a trade idea for the future. Let's take a look at gold then, because I know some people are loving gold at the moment. I mean, it's the same for me. I don't get it. I don't get the fascination with gold at the moment. It's not doing anything. It's stuck in the middle of the range at 3.2. It could easily come and fill this imbalance down here. So with some dollar strength, that could happen. With some dollar weakness, it's probably likely that we get our move up to probably 3.420, where you can see there's probably our next area of resistance with liquidity here. Yeah, and that could be something we look for, right? With the dollar weakness, but it does depend on the dollar. It's more imbalanced below. So there's both. Yeah, I do trade OBs and FVGs. Yes, I do. Lower the time frame. Check for some scalps. No, that's naughty. Nikhil. What are you doing? Well, scalping this is actually pretty good. You can see basically this is the week. By the way, that is a 5-minute chart. That's Monday. We're now Wednesday, right? And we've barely moved anywhere. But what you can see is we have created quite a nice range, yeah, to potentially trade. So from a scalping opportunity, the way that I would do this, and I'm full disclaimer, I'm definitely not going to do this because I don't like scalping in the best of times, especially scalping gold. What I would look for is you can see we've actually got a liquidity sweep on this high. Now we've had a liquidity sweep. We want to see, we have actually had a reaction already. I probably would have gone short on the close of this candle to try and see if we can get a rotation back into the middle of the range. But it looks like with the dollar weakness that's going on at the moment, we can start to see maybe this break above. So maybe, yeah, here we go. So maybe what I would do now is wait for like a 5-minute candle closure above that range, look for a retest of it, and then look to go higher. You can keep it as simple as that for a scalp, but yeah, it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite thing to look for, to be honest. This is gold. Oh, we just had a fire alarm go off. Don't know if you can hear that. Might be a test. Let's see. I might be burning. Might be burning. No, it's a test. It's good. Okay, so yeah, you can start to see we're seeing that break. I do like maybe gold longs from a scalping perspective right now, but nothing that I would look for too much. The thing that here's the big thing that I'm looking for. What I've been waiting patiently for quite some time is basically, and I spoke about it on Monday's stream, is I believe that we were going to see the US dollar fall somewhat down to around this 97.6. The reason being is because you can see we've got a demand zone in there, right? So it's not like, I wouldn't say it's like fully confirmed, but you can see, as I've marked before, the low, no break of structure, but then we made a higher low, then we broke structure. Is this the next higher low for this dollar strength? Is it? It's one of those things where it's like well, obviously it could go either way, because we could break down below this demand zone, and then if we break down below there, I'm bearish. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm thinking of saying to myself, right, I'm gonna be bullish on the dollar from 97.6. If 97 breaks, then I'll be bearish on the dollar. So I'm willing to take a loss on the fact that we could see a dollar bounce here. And if I'm wrong, then I can then say to myself, well, I'm bearish on the US dollar. Forex Master, the reason everyone's typing win is because there's a live giveaway. You can win 2 lots of 10K Atmos funded challenges and 2 lots of 50% deposit bonuses into Taurex by commenting win with a live draw at the end of the stream. Thanks, chat. Thanks for explaining. So you can see now that DXY is actually approaching this demand zone. So then when I look at my trades, first of all, pound dollar. The reason I closed the pound dollar at break even was because when we were at this level, the US dollar was quite far away from that demand zone. So I basically want both of them to be working in correlation with each other. I want to be trading really when the dollar's in that demand zone. And you can see that wasn't the case with the pound. So that's why I closed that out. It's still a decent area, but I think maybe we could be making a move up to 357. I mean, this would be unbelievable risk reward. For the pound dollar now, I'd probably update my analysis and look for something like this. That's probably going to be my new trade idea. Because I think when we get up to there, we should see the dollar index at least in that demand zone where I could look to buy from. Now, the euro dollar is slightly different because, one, I've already been tagged in, as you can see. 2, okay, I think maybe what similar sort of thing, what might be happening here is we could be seeing a move. There's actually a fair value gap there. Can you see that? Wow. Okay. So again, I think my new analysis for euro dollar, because now we've broken back above this trend line that was previously broken, we could be coming up to this area, right? And I can do something like this with a much better risk reward, which means for my euro dollar trade, I'm going to close it minus $66, nothing really, and wait for this, because if you look at the gap that you can see, I can't even point it, but if you see the gap that you can see there, something like that, roughly the same as what we see on the DXY, down towards our demand zone down there. See that down there? So that's basically my trade. That's basically my trade. That's my trade from now on. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. All right then. What time are we on? 28. Half an hour on the stream. Any other requests? So we've looked at oil. We know we've got potentially an oil trade coming. I've got an oil trade coming, sorry. I've also got euro dollar and pound dollar with my updated analysis. Let's see if we're at those entries at the time where the DXY is down here. So I'm going to set an alert here. Boom. And I'm going to have a look to see where we are on euro dollar and pound dollar when we see DXY down at that area. I made that very clear. We got the direction spot on Monday when it came to the stock market. As I said before, it's one of those markets sometimes where like it will swerve you a little bit. It's one of those things that you just have to try and get in on the momentum. I know that sounds really, really simple, and it's not easy to do sometimes, and it's horrible to watch when you see it going higher and higher and it swerves you. I got swerved big time. This was the level that I marked on the stream on Monday at 23,500. You can see that we got so close to it, and it carried on. From a fundamental perspective, from a directional perspective, on Monday I did say that the US inflation, unless we saw something really, really high or really, really low, I think that was going to be fuel for some stock market strength. People always say like, oh, weaker inflation, so the Fed are going to cut, which means the stock market goes up. Yeah, I mean, yes, but I think more what people fail to understand is stock markets love stability. So when you see something that's priced into the markets, like the inflation report, as long as the print that comes out is roughly around where the forecast was, there's no surprises. Yeah, that's when the stock market thrives, on stability, right? Instead of thinking of it as weaker inflation, Fed's going to cut, markets go higher. Think of it more as stable inflation report, roughly around what everyone's happy. Everyone thought that was going to happen. That's what came through. That's what people like. And sometimes the market can't touch our levels. I do trade oil, yes I do. Stock is risky. Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't buy it now. For those of you who are probably asking for a trade idea on the Nasdaq, what am I meant to say? It's just one of those things. You just have to keep waiting for the pullback, and they do happen, right? They do happen. Sometimes they're a bit more aggressive than others, but they do happen. A lot of profit taking does happen around all-time highs. So there may be a pullback coming. But for now, obviously, we've got the direction right. The US 30 is lagging behind big time when it comes to, if you look at the difference, US 100, US 30, you can see the difference in the strength of the markets. US 500 as well, you can see blasting out to new all-time highs. Nasdi, hello to you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I did just go through GBP USD, Adolphus. I did just go through that. This is my new view on GBP USD. I know short-term momentum is bullish. And guys, look, if you want to try and trade this up towards that level, then great, go for it. I'm waiting. I'm not selling the dollar just yet. I'm buying the dollar at 97.6 with a small risk. And the reason I say with a small risk is because if you look at the risk reward that we have on these trades, 7 to 1, it's 8 to 1. I only really need to risk 1%. It's worth losing 1% to see if I'm right on that daily demand zone. If I'm wrong on the daily demand zone and it breaks, then I'm going to be buying. I'm going to be selling dollar. Simple. So it's just people asking, are you bearish on euro dollar? Yeah. I know it sounds crazy, but I am bearish until such point we see a break above where my stop loss is or would be, up at 1.36289, because you can see the evidence: high, reaction, lower high, lower low. Short term, definitely bullish. There's definitely short term bullish momentum here, right? I'm looking at sort of position trades, and yeah, I'm looking to see if we see that reaction from that. This is what all my analysis hinges on, basically, this 97.6. And I don't have a set risk reward ratio. I target imbalances and FVGs and lows and highs, and whatever, as long as it's sort of at least 2 to 1 or more, then I'm willing to take the trade. Daniel wants me to have a look at euro yen and pound yen. It's pulling back nicely into the golden zone. Can I buy the stuff? Yeah, we'll take a look at that as well. How did I get into trading? Good question. So I studied economics and finance at university, so came from an academic background, really, studying fundamentals, economics, boring stuff probably for a lot of you, and then pretty much straight out of university I landed the job at a brokerage as a salesperson, which isn't really me at all. And then from there, obviously during that whole time I was like learning trading, had a mentor, all that sort of stuff. Lost money on signals and, you know, all that sort of stuff, basically, until I got a good mentor who taught me the ropes of trading. I already knew economics, but I didn't know trading. It's two very different things. And then from the sales job, moved into market analysis, officially full time, and I've done that ever since and just worked my way up. Left one company, joined another, learned camera skills and how to present and stuff like that, and then from there, and now where I am now as the manager of the department here at Taurex. So that's how I got into trading as such, and where I've come from. And from a trading perspective, pretty much like mentorship was the best thing for me. I lost a lot of money on signals at the start, made mistakes myself, still probably make mistakes to this day. I think everyone does in a way, but I'm a lot more calm about the situation than I was. I'm a lot more emotionless when it comes to trading, which is the big thing that I would recommend for people to try not to attach themselves too much to it. Like when I was talking about the dollar there, 1% risk. Like, I have no problem with being wrong. I'll take a 1% risk to be wrong with a chance to maybe to win 5-6% profit. I'll always try and take that if my analysis suits. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong and I move on to the next one. It's 1%. What people do is they get so caught up in their own opinion on the market, and then they just go like hell for leather on it. So like I could turn around and I could just go like max lot on that analysis I just said. When you're going to be wrong quite a lot of times. I always say that to people, that when you place a trade, what the market does next is not up to your analysis. It doesn't care about your lines, it doesn't care about your FVGs really, it doesn't care about your order blocks, it doesn't care about your opinion. It will do what it wants to do, and you have to live with that. And that's my biggest advice to people in my. And turning off emotions isn't easy. No, it isn't easy. And often, sometimes when you win, it's harder than when you lose. To be honest, from the UK and live in Dubai now, relocated from the UK to Dubai. So I'm in Dubai at the moment, and I was in a signals trap. Yeah, I was for sure. Okay, let me look at the request from Daniel in the chat. Euro yen and pound yen. I do have these markets both on there. I mean, quite clearly bullish, right? Look at that, 38.2% reaction there on the daily. Looking at this hourly time frame. Doesn't... This looks a decent buy. Oh, I'm not even showing the chart. There we go. Sorry about that. Here we go. I think Euro yen's actually a decent buy, like right now, to be honest with you. Will I buy it? Probably not. Very much a momentum trade. I mean, it's moving quick. I can't really do this any quicker. That's something that I would look for on Euro yen for sure. Trendline support, nice little demand zone in there. 1 hour momentum. Because I think that if that stop loss breaks, that the one that I've marked there, I think we're probably going to come down and fill the imbalances at 171. If that breaks, I think that's a good risk reward worth taking, in my opinion. I like this. I actually like this, Dan. What have we got in terms of stop loss? 20 pips. Oh, sorry. That's my academy. Everyone just got a... Oh, no, you didn't. Yeah, I do like it. I'm just going on the risk calculator just to see what my lot size would be. I think I'm going to do 0.5%. Yeah, I'll be doing the live the giveaway soon. The giveaway will be very soon. So if I was going to trade Euro yen with 50k account. 54. I deposited 50k. I'm on 54, which is not bad. Risk reward ratio of 0.5%. Stop loss of 20 pips or so. It's about a 2-lot trade. Now find me euro yen. Find it to me. I hate finding. Anyone know a quick way to find the pairs on? I got it. Here we go. $172.45, 450, 450. I'm going to put my stop loss at, which is there. It's basically at the bottom of this wick. So we'll see how that goes. See if we can catch on, continue that momentum. Let's see. I only did literally 0.5%, really small. We did go through gold analysis for today. News-wise, Mark Robbie, we're pretty much fine, to be honest with you. Not much really news to go on about. Trump speaking later. Tomorrow we've got PPI, so that could have some impact on gold. And then for the analysis, I like longs in the short term, but overall we're still stuck sort of within a big range. So if you go back on the stream, I did go through gold for you all. So yeah, and you can see, look at that already. Nice reaction. Here we go. You can see that down there in the corner. And I'm buying with 2 lots. Yes, I am. Yeah. It's 0.5% risk on a 20 pip stop loss. Okay. Which pairs that have the most clear structure? Well, in general. What I like euro dollar, pound dollar. I like all the dollar pairs. Because I like analysing the DXY, and then the markets that I trade dollar pairs. I occasionally trade like euro yen, pound yen, but I don't really do too much risk on them. As you saw there, 0.5%, just only a tiny trade. Gold, oil, and the stock market. The German stock index and the US and the 3 US indices. But all of them at the moment aren't massively clear to me, and that's just that we're in the middle of August. People are on holiday. Sometimes structure isn't clear. So it's typically one of the worst times to trade, to be honest. I looked at pound yen as well, Dan, as doesn't really sit as well with me. I actually think the pound yen could be a good short, because you can see that we've taken out this high. So we could actually see pound yen a bit, maybe like, it's just not a clean level like euro yen was. Right, should we do the draw? So I've got course recording to do. So I'll do the live draw. All right, people. So to recap, up for grabs today, we have got 2 lots of $10,000 Atmos 2-phase funded challenges and 2 lots of 50% deposit bonuses into Taurex, which is fantastic. So the first 2 winners will be the winners of the Atmos. If you win any of the prizes, I'll say it once, please put your Discord username if you came from Discord, or your X handle if you came from X, yeah? On the chat. If you watch the stream late, some people watch the stream later on, right, to see if they've won, drop it at the comment on the comment section. The person who won on Monday literally just claimed it this morning, so there was nearly another one. So yeah, good luck to those who are participating. The winner of our first Atmos funded challenges are Liam Thompson, congratulations to you. You have just won a 10,000 two-phase Atmos funded challenge. Well done. Please reach out to me here as I said before, and I will message you to claim your prize. And our second winner is Qasim Munir. Congratulations to you, Qasim. You have won our second 10K challenge. Well done to you. Congratulations. Amazing stuff. And please, again, as I said, drop me your details that I need, and I will message you. As I said before, people who don't claim the prizes, rolled over to next week. Simple as that. Okay, the two 50% deposit bonus winners, up to $250 for free here, by the way. Deposit $500 into Taurex, for example, into the brokerage, and you will give you $250 on top, which is fantastic. The winners of those are Aisha Hafiz. There we are. 50% deposit bonus into Taurex for you, waiting. And the second winner is Mati, I imagine, Telitas. Congratulations to you. Then we have our four winners of today's prizes. I will give it a minute or so to see if anyone is going to claim it now. Those people will have until Monday to claim the prize, which is my next stream, next Monday. Another weekly preview stream. I will be looking to up the streams, by the way, but at the moment my time is taken. Literally, look, I can give you a quick sneak preview of the academy. I can't do one more. It's not up to me. I'm not the CEO of Atmos. I'm only allowed to give away. Look, I'm basically recording all of this, guys. Boom. So I've done the first module yesterday. The second module is going to be today. This is the outline of the course. And look at this. This is the bit that should be exciting everybody. Strategies. I'm going to have actual strategies for you. I can't wait to show you all. One's on the DAX, one's on indices in general, and I've got one that's on oil. Really nice scalping strategy on oil. So I look forward to giving you all of those. Thank you very much, Liam. I will copy and paste that and send you a message on Discord. Thank you very much. Well done to you. The other winner, can't remember the name, hasn't claimed it just yet. Good stuff, Liam. That's good stuff. I'm happy for you. All right, then, everybody. Stay tuned. Next week, more giveaways. Follow my X account. I will have a QR code soon at Connor Woods Trading on Instagram and TikTok, and at C Woods Trading on X for any updates. And of course, join the Atmos or Taurex Discord channel. Links are in the bio below for any more trade ideas in the meantime. Until then, I hope everyone has a good trading week. I'll see you all back on Monday, but again, active on Discord, etc. If you need me, I'll be keeping my head down and recording this academy for you all. Until then, trade well, trade safe, and I'll see you soon.